we have the honor of recognizing several outstanding accomplishments of teachers, students, and our schools. We begin with recognizing November as National Homeless Youth Education Month in Jefferson County Public Schools. On July 11, 2007, United States Congress established November as National Homeless Youth Awareness Month. Since then, the resolution has been adopted by many national organizations and school districts across the country. According to district-wide data, 5,172 JCPS students reported being homeless last school year. We believe that number is actually much higher. Homeless youth face many challenges in their education. Here is a short video featuring the district's homeless education coordinator, Giselle Danger.
My name is Giselle Danger, a specialist for access and opportunity with JCPS. What I do is coordinate services for students and families that have been displaced or that they have experienced in, housing instability. We have in JCPS about 5,000 to 6,000 homeless students every year. Last year, we did not have one school in JCPS that did not have homeless students. So every single school in JCPS is impacted by this. A good portion of my morning is dealing with high emergency needs, like families that might not have a place to sleep or families that don't know what to do because they have been displaced. The main challenges are exactly that identifying and let the families know that we provide services in a way that is very confidential. We protect their privacy, but at the same time, we need them to reach out to us and let us know. I think the best part of my job is when I see how families can be happy with so little. Working together, families are able to move out of homelessness with the support that they receive in schools. So I see a great impact. So that is the best part of my job. I am Giselle Danger, and I'm JCPS.
Dr. Polio, Chief Equity Officer, Dr. John Marshall, Access and Opportunity Specialist Giselle Danger, and all board members, please come forward as we officially recognize November as National Homeless Youth Awareness Month. Next, we have the privilege of recognizing JCPF staff members for their outstanding effort in helping make the Council for Great City Schools Conference a success. The Council's 63rd Annual Fall Conference was held last month in Louisville and was hosted by the district. The event brought in more than 1,200 educators from big city schools across the country. More than 50 district staff members, led by Dr. Stacy Edelman, pitched in to make the conference a huge success. The conference featured numerous student performances and presentations made by JCPS officials on a variety of topics, including the district's Backpack of Success Skills, Academies of Louisville, and Racial Equity Plan. I'd also like to ask Dr. Polio and Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning, Felicia Smith, and all board members to come forward to extend our appreciation to Dr. Edelman, who truly led this effort. Up next, we have the privilege of honoring District Resource Librarian Janet Lanham for receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Kentucky Library Association. This award is given to a librarian who has given continuous, sustained support and significant contributions of leadership, mentorship, and the building of relationships to the field of libraries. This is Janet's 27th year of service with JCPS and her 39th overall year in education. She has spent 22 years as a classroom teacher, 5 as an elementary librarian, and the remainder as an instructional resource librarian. Dr. Polio, Board Chair Diane Porter, Chief Academic Officer Carmen Coleman, and Assistant Superintendent Felicia Smith, please come forward to congratulate Janet. And joining her in the recognition is Director of Library Media Services, Dr. Lynn Reynolds. Next, we have the honor of recognizing Atherton High School teacher Sandra Forster Terrell for being named the 2019 Kentucky World Language Association's Outstanding German Teacher of the Year. The Kentucky World Language Association is a network of individuals who support, promote, and advocate the teaching and learning of a variety of world languages and cultures. Sandra is a native of Austria and attended the University of Vienna at Austria, earning degrees in biology and English as a foreign language. She has been a teacher since 2002 and has been at Atherton since 2004. She says what she loves most about teaching is her students. In her own words, "I love the connections I get to make and the relationships I get to build, not only with my students, but also their families. I love that I get to see them grow from kids to young adults and that I get to teach them about a different culture different from their own, and that expands their horizons. And Dr. Polio, board member Chris Kolb, and executive administrator of high schools, Chris Perkins, please come forward to extend our congratulations to Sandra. And joining in her recognition is her principal, Dr. Tom Aberly, as well as Jackie Van Houten, the district's world languages instructional lead. And next, we have the privilege of recognizing DuPont Manual High School teacher Cindy Sharoma for being named the 2019 Kentucky World Language Association's Outstanding Latin Teacher of the Year. Cindy has taught Latin for 15 years at the high school and middle school levels. This is her 8th year at Manual. She graduated from the University of Kentucky with a bachelor's degree in animal science and a master's degree in classical languages. She says the best part of being a teacher is interacting with her students. Dr. Polio, Board Chair Diane Porter, and Executive Administrator of High Schools, and Assistant Superintendent Felicia Smith, please come forward to congratulate Cindy. And joining in the recognitions is her principal, Daryl Farmer, as well as Jackie Van Houten. And next, we have the privilege of recognizing Eastern High School teacher Elena Kamenetsky for being named the 2019 Kentucky World Language Association's Outstanding Teacher of the Year. Elena has been a Japanese teacher at Eastern High School since 2010. Prior to that, she was an assistant teacher of English at 2 middle schools as part of the JET program in Japan from 2006 to 2009. She majored in education and Asian studies in St. Paul, Minnesota. Elena says what she loves most about teaching is seeing students surprise themselves with how much they are able to communicate in a foreign language. Dr. Polio, board member James Craig, and executive administrator of high schools, Chris Perkins, as well as assistant superintendent Felicia Smith, please come forward to congratulate Elena. We have the honor now of recognizing Atherton High School teacher Aaron Schneider for receiving a Presidential Award for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching. Established in 1983, the Presidential Award for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching Award is the highest given by the U.S. government to teachers in kindergarten through 12th grade who teach math and science. Schneider has been an educator in JCPS for 28 years. She has spent the last 8 years at Atherton, where she currently teaches geometry. She has also served as a district resource teacher and a teacher at Fairdale High School. And as a recipient of the award, Schneider receives $10,000 and has just returned from an award ceremony in Washington, D.C. Dr. Polio, board member Chris Kolb, and executive administrator of high schools, Chris Perkins, as well as Dr. Carmen Coleman, please come forward to extend congratulations to Erin. And joining in the recognitions is her principal, Dr. Tom Aberly. And up next, we'd like to recognize Barrett Traditional Middle School for being named a 2019 National Blue Ribbon School. Barrett was named a 2019 National Blue Ribbon School by the U.S. Department of Education in September. The award, being given to 362 public and private schools across the country this year, is based on a school's overall academic excellence or progress in closing achievement gaps among student subgroups. Barrett is one of 5 public schools and 9 total schools in Kentucky to be named this year. Its award is for overall academic excellence. There have only been 3 public middle schools ever to receive this award in Kentucky. Dr. Polio, board member Chris Kolb, and executive administrator of middle schools, Jessica Rosenthal, please come forward to extend congratulations to Barrett's principal, Dr. Tom Wortham. And joining in the recognition are some Barrett staff members who are here as well: Tammy Hodges, Terry Blackman, Cheryl Daniels. And finally tonight, we have the privilege of recognizing a group of Seneca High School scholars that are part of the Lead for Change student leadership program that recently won 3rd place in the national competition and donated their winnings to a charity that means a lot to their school. Carol's Kitchen, a nonprofit organization, sets up a food pantry inside Seneca every Thursday afternoon, providing fresh fruits and veggies to Seneca students and families. Before the final bell rings and classes are dismissed, students are able to grab what they need. Because of the impact of Carol's Kitchen has had on Seneca High School families, the students wanted to do something to show their appreciation. Last year, the school's Red Hawk Rangers teamed with Carol's Kitchen as their service project partner. They ended up placing third in the nation and won a $500 donation, which they gave back to Carol's Kitchen. Dr. Polio Board Member Chris Kolb, Executive Administrator of High Schools Chris Perkins, and Chief Academic Officer Carmen Coleman, please come forward to recognize these students and their teachers who are here from Seneca High School, and joining them in the recognition is their Assistant Principal, Mike Guy.